Heyo! My name is Sarah, and today I will be doing a book review on Powerless by Miss Tara Lynn Childs and Tracy Deebs. Yeah, Tracy Deebs, Powerless. Ooh! Right off the bat, 5 out of 5 stars. It's a small book, but it's amazing, people. Okay, so for non-spoilers, basically here's a world split by villains and heroes. They have certain tattoos, the behind their ears, the right for heroes, the left for villains. And it's like some people do have superpowers, or people just try to gain knowledge to become valuable, like say the Littlefinger from Game of Thrones, how he has all knowledge and stuff. So yes, the world is split between heroes and villains, which kind of sucks. And the main character, her name is Kenna. She is a normal. Basically, she has no powers, but her mama is the most smartest woman of the superhero society. So yeah, that makes her slightly important. So like, she interns at her mom's lab at night, and she wants to create something that'll make her as important as her mama. So on that same night, villains break into the lab she works at, and it's like, oh Lord, here we go. This was the roller coaster of both action and emotions, and there's still some questions left unanswered in this one book, I swear. So we meet some other characters that are villains and who have superpowers as well, but you find out that, of course, they're not actually bad guys. They're actually trying to do some good, and they're looking for a friend of theirs that was taken by the superheroes. And here comes in the conspiracies. So this was amazing. It's only 295 pages. Yeah, 295 pages. Now it's like, at the very end, the major bomb of it all. It's like, I did not see that coming whatsoever. So for those of you who like actions, superheroes, conspiracy, just plain old thrillers and awesomeness, this is your book. And it's like, I need to start reading the next one really soon. So yes, Powerless by Tara Lynn Childs and Tracy Deebs. So for those of you who have not read this and I'm about to get into spoilers, bye! So for spoilers, I swear the whole thing running through my mind was a certain quote. What? You have claws. I have a bat. For those of you who don't know, that is Stiles Stilinski from Teen Wolf Season 3A. Yeah, because he is the only human in that entire series, and he has a baseball bat for his weapon. That is me in this whole entire book. If I did have superpowers, it would be to be a jumper, like on the movie Jumper, but if not, that is me. I had the freaking bat because what was going on in this book was just too much. So yes, the heroes that Kenna meets, we have the cousins Draven and Dante and their friend Nitro. I don't know what his power is. He makes fire. Dante can control wind, and Draven, he can control minds, like memory swipe and get information out and that kind of stuff. So it turns out that they're looking for Dante's identical twin, Deacon. Yes, because he was kidnapped, but the thing is, Kenna believes superheroes are the best things. They're what keeps the world safe. Oh, hail the superheroes! The moment I heard the name superheroes referred to people, I already knew those are the bad guys, villains. They can be bad, but they can be good as well. AKA, these teenagers that are busting into a high security lab. But of course, they don't find the hidden floor, and they leave before they can find anything. And Kenna's mom shows up, and because Kenna's mom's been giving her her take of immunity serum, which is illegal to do outside of lab, Kenna is immune to power. So like if Nitro set her on fire, it wouldn't work. And we find that out because Dante tried to erase her memory so them ever coming there, but she remembers, but she plays like, oh, I think it was them considering, the damage in the room? No. So, what gets this going forward is that Kenneth's mom kind of slips of saying the third level, and Kenneth sneaks down, finds the secret level that Draven and his friends were looking for, and she sees Deacon, who she thinks is Dante because they're identical twins. And what helps kicks this roller coaster further up is that Kenneth's mom gets kidnapped. Ooh. Superheroes. No, thank you. If I had superhero powers and got the tattoo, no, I'm burning that thing off. I do not want to be labeled a superhero. So that's when the team forms. We have Rebel, who is Kenneth's best friend, and she has telekinesis. We have her boyfriend, Dante, and the cousin, Draven, along with Jeremy, who is a technopath, and Kenneth's ex. It's like, you would think that would be awkward, but no. He's very helpful. He is very techie / hacker. Woohoo! We always need those on the team. Because, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And speaking of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Nitro has a brother who's like number 1 on the most wanted villain list. His name is Quake. I swear, who names their kids Nitro and Quake? It's not like these babies give off their superpowers right then and there coming out of the womb. But yes, we have a character named Quake, and I really wish he played a bigger part in this book, besides coming in for 2 scenes! So yes, we find out that there's actually a secret group of superheroes kidnapping villains and experimenting on them. That's what happens with Deacon. And Kenneth believes her mama was taken by the same group. Well, guess who's in charge of this group? Mr. Malone, aka Rebel's dad. Thank you, Mr. Malone. You have officially made you I will happily kill you for free list. Next to, what was his name? You are right next to, I believe his name is William Bradford from the Bourbon Kings. It's either William or Jonathan. I think it's William. Yes, William Bradford from the Bourbon Kings. Hello, Dads of the Year. Y'all are going to die of a slow, painful death. And so, yes, we must get our way into the secret lab. What's so great about this book that even though it takes like a short amount of period, it actually feels well thought out, nicely spaced, and even though the world itself isn't that much described, because I'm still confused of whether normal humans actually know about superheroes and villains, these authors, they did a very great description of how they would infiltrate the secret lab, where they had to go, and how it would have to play out. And given how Jeremy was mostly on the intercom, it was very, I was very able to imagine him actually in the van, typing on his laptop, hacking and everything. So they did a very great imagery job when they were infiltrating this lab in the bunker that they go after at close to the end. So, yeah, so we find our way into the third lab, but it's been completely wiped. They're going to another secret bunker, and everyone believes that's where Deacon and Kenneth's mama is. I don't know her name, but Kenna, having grown up hating villains because her father was killed right in front of her, she eventually starts to trust Dante, Deacon, and Nitro. Well, after, she and Rebel left them in a refrigerator and Nitro sealed it up. That was my favorite scene of all. And considering that's like the first thing we saw Quake as a bartender. It's like, yo, we gotta go see your brother. Cool. And like, they just walk on by. It's like, really? We have the number 1 most wanted villain and he's a bartender. And he's just like, cool. Okay. So we find out that they need to get information, and Jeremy's been hacking everything, and they've been seeing secret files going in and out by Mr. Malone. And so when they don't have the actual information of getting to the lab, the hidden bunker, they go to Riley's. Rebel son of a bitch brother. Yes, excuse my French, but he's a son of a bitch who wears that cape to work. He's like, I shall be a superhero. He follows his dad around like a duckling, dresses like his dad, wears a freaking cape, and what does he wear when they break into his apartment in the middle of the night? Superman pajamas. Yes, Superman pajamas with limited edition antique superhero stuff like Captain America, Iron Man, #1 special DC Comics. And what is his superpower? He flies. You hear me? He flies. Like Superman. They're like, those pajamas are real? What are you going to do? He has a superhero complex. But eventually Riley comes around after, Draven threatens him, and then the superheroes shoot out his condo, and they throw tear gas, and everything, it just goes to hell. But they know where the secret lab is. Well, the problem is, Rebel sacrifices herself to get Kenna and Jeremy out. She uses her telekinesis to shoot them out. Oh, I was so sad. I wanted to cry, especially when we found out they tasered her. I was like, that is it. I am through with you superheroes. You are nothing but a bunch of assholes. I swear, I will bring you down. It's like, ugh. And so eventually Kenna's immunity serum, because she has to take it every week, is wearing out. So of course Deacon, first of all, Dante could levitate her. Rebel could lift her off of a roof, and Nitro accidentally burned her. And that's when we find out that Draven has dual powers. So apparently you get like one power if your parents are villains or heroes, but if your parents are both villain and hero, you get dual set powers, because Draven, he can manipulate memories, but then he has something called biomanipulation. He can heal you, or he can destroy you from the inside out. Because we saw him actually do that with some guards. They're like clutching their heads, going like, with blood coming from their eyes and nose, like total Raiders of the Lost Ark style. And he also heals Kenna's burn mark. So it's like, he admits that his dad was a superhero, but his mama was a villain. And we're like wondering, does his daddy know he hooked up with the super villain? It's like, I would like to know the story behind that. Uncle Anton, who's Draven's uncle. Do you think you can shed some light on this story, please? Pretty please? But so, we are on our way to Wyoming. It's like, I don't know where they were actually placed, but they gotta go to another state to find Deacon and Kenna's mama, and hopefully save Rebel at the same time. It's like, and we get in there, and before that we found out Kenna actually has a power, and it's like she has able to make like EMP barriers around her. I'm not fully getting that, but every time she touches technology, it goes wonkers. It's like, poor Jeremy. She gets close to his laptop, freaks out. What the hell? It's back up. Kenna leaves and freaks out. What the hell? Yeah, we figure that, especially when she kept touching her phone, like, oh, the battery said she touches her mama's. That's weird. And then Draven's like, let me inch back a few. Oh, it's working. Inch closer. Oh, it's broken. So apparently she can do something electronic, and it comes in handy. She melts a soldier's helmet, and she helps them take out the force field. Yes, force field around the bunker. So, plan: break in, get info on Kenna's mama, find Deacon, and see if we can rescue any super villains as well. Mama, not there, but they run into a doctor, Dr. Howard, who knows Kenna's mama, and he was the one that sent a weird message. The Scarlet Phoenix flies at dawn. I'm like wondering, what does that mean? But he's like, I know where your mama is. I'll send you the email to her location, and you must tell her this. Okay, so we know where we can find her. We find Deacon, along with all the other super villains that they've kept prisoners. Well, the last remaining. And now we gotta get out. Draven sacrifices himself to let the others get out. So, Kenna and Draven, they do get like a small relationship, but it's like the beginning, the blossoming, so it can go either way. But anyways, Kenna does have feelings. He was the only one that would always challenge her and always try to protect her, and then believed in her nevertheless. So, she doesn't want him to get left behind, like how it happened with her mama and Rebel. But they do so either way. they listen in on the intercom as Draven's fighting the heroes and stuff. And we hear Mr. Malone's sick voice. And then the ultimate bomb is dropped. I swear. I did not see this one coming at all. The biomanipulation thing that Draven got from his daddy. Well, I don't know if the genes are the same. Because Rebel has telekinesis and Riley can fly. Mr. Malone is Draven's daddy. I was like, can someone clue us in on this hookup night? Because apparently something happened to where Mr. Malone had to be drunk or something to not notice that the woman he was hooking up with that night was a villain. We need someone with a superpower that can go back in time, or we need the doctor to send us back in time to see how this night went. Because Draven is Rebel and Riley's half-brother. Ugh! So they escape, leaving Draven behind. And then the ultimate scene. Quake, who Draven called in for help and who he and Nitro nodded, he levels the place. He goes all ooh, and the thing goes, it crumbles, it collapses, it's sefwe, it's gone, it's all nothing but earth. Ooh! With Mr. Malone and Draven inside. But apparently 2 days later, Mr. Malone is fine. He is fine. Again, my French. The son of a bitch is alive! And what's worse is that not only does he have Draven captive and blaming him and asking for speedy trial and execution, he says, by his left, Rebel, my prized daughter, brought him in, and she looks completely different. She's like this. Completely robotic. And I was like, well, there was mention of superheroes that could control your minds, so yeah. I need to shield my mind, and I need to start working on my shields. So, yeah. We gotta rescue Draven before he gets executed. We need to get Rebel, and we need to find Kenneth's mama, because apparently the Scarlet Phoenix that flies at dawn, I really need to know what that means. And it's like, the other greatest bombshell ever was this. Kenneth's daddy had to be a villain because she gets her mark on her left ear, people. She's now labeled a villain. And she's like, all this time, her daddy was the #1 superhero, the best of the best, the one that everyone looked up to. And he's a villain? He was a villain, considering he's no more. And it's like, again, explanation, people. But either way, rescue Draven, get Rebel, I keep mixing them up for some reason, and find Kenneth's mama and get info out of her. And then finally, my favorite, destroy Dr. Malone. He must die a very painful and agonizing death. Because William Bradford got away from me. He suicided, but then we found out he was murdered in the Burger Kings. But not you, Mr. Malone. You shall live and feel my wrath. So, yeah. That was the review of Powerless. My thoughts on it. I loved it, even though it was a short amount of time. It was perfectly well spaced. It's easy to go along, especially with it being in first person and everything being in present tense instead of past tense. It actually had me wanting to actually be there with them, putting in my 2 cents, because I mostly would be with Jeremy in the backup with the fan, with my baseball bat, or if I could, my jumper abilities. We could do so much with that, but I don't know. Jumper or baseball, I don't know. And so, yeah, I think this is a duology. If not a trilogy, there's no news of it being a trilogy, but if it's a duology, I can easily see how it could wrap up, and it will probably be intense considering everything that happened in only 295 pages! So yeah, my thoughts. 5 out of 5 stars. My thoughts of what my superhero power would be a jumper, or if I was normal, I would have my baseball bat like Styles. What would your superhero or supervillain power be? Would you be a hero or a villain? Because I would definitely be a villain. And yeah. Powerless by Tara Lynn Childs and Tracy Deebs. Powerless. Choose one. Are you a hero, villain, ordinary, or none of the above? Interesting. So yeah, that was Powerless, and my name is Sarah, and bye!